We're talking with Matthew and Chelsey, and they have just arrived after a exciting trip from Iowa to go into their new home in the Famous Renht on Steroids program. Was it an exciting trip? Or
oh yes.
What was? What was? You had all your worldly goods in a camper.
Yep.
Yeah, and every time the semi sped by, it wanted to swing the camper like it was going to hit the semi. I almost hit him a couple times too.
But you got here safely, and then within feet of the house, you got to a horrible place in the road, and and I had not routed you correctly. So, but so at the end of an exciting event for 2 days, you're here from Missouri Valley, Iowa, and this is the first time you've seen your new home. And I always want to know, you've seen it in videos, but how did the videos compare to what you're seeing here today?
The house is
Chelsey.
so much better. The house is beautiful. It's so much bigger than what I thought it was going to be.
We hear that a lot. We hear it's bigger than what we thought, and that's what we want. We want people to come down here and see the house for the first time and be pleasantly surprised. And we've never had an exception to that so far. I know someday probably will, but we try to make them just as accurate as we can. How did you find us to begin with? How long? YouTube or?
We were searching rent-to-owns online to start with, and we came across some other people that it just didn't seem right, and we kept calling, and they'd call us back. One guy was out of the country, and we knew there was just something wrong. So he said, "No, I own the house." Then real estate agent said, "No, he didn't own the house," and it was a mess. Then we tried you guys, and everything just seemed to line up perfectly. So we figured we'd give it a shot, and everything was down to the T. GA said it was.
So what you're saying is everything we told you turned out to be pretty much what we had told you.
Exactly accurate. I mean, it's hard to trust anybody online. I mean, because you're putting your faith in sending down payments, and you never know what you're going to get when you get there, if the place is actually going to be there or not. I
had someone call me up and say, "I see you have a house. It was a house in Holiday. They say you have it advertised at $790 a month, and someone else has the same house advertised at $500 a month." And they're in Africa. I think they were a minister that was in Africa, and you had to send the money through Western Union or something. So I reported it to the police, and you're right, that kind of thing happens on the internet all the time.
We even talked to a lady that was supposed to be a real estate agent. We even was Coldwell Banker. We even called them and talked to her. They gave us her number, talked to her. And like 6 months later, she emails us and say, yeah, she got mugged overseas. She needs like $3,000, and no. This was supposed to be a legitimate real estate agent, and it's just like, just don't know who to trust. So
how long have you just recently you started looking on the internet and you found us? I mean, some people have been following some of our YouTubes for years.
It's been about a year,
yeah,
roughly. We were actually looking at another house you guys had, and then this one popped up shortly before we were going to send the deposit, and we got this one instead.
This is one of my favorites. It always has been, and it's so much land and
that's kind of what we were having.
Well, you've gone through all of the difficulties of finding the place, getting down here, and you're happy with what you found so far. I know I'm putting words in your mouth, but
no, you're right though.
Right.
And so if there was someone from Keokuk or Bangor, Maine, or Cutbank, Montana, that was looking to come to Florida, what would your advice be to them?
Use George. I mean, it's well worth the time and money spent, the effort just getting down here. You won't be sorry for it, yeah.
Thank you all so much, and enjoy.
Thanks.